Yo, what up, YouTube? We back with another video. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all see me in the Whole Foods today. It's what, day 53? I've been posting every day for the last 53 days, man. Come on, round of applause, man. Listen, y'all better, man, listen. Forget all that. Y'all better put the applause in the chat, man, in the comments. But yo, I'm gonna get right into it, man. I had a conversation with somebody this morning, and it opened my eyes up to a lot of things, right? It opened my eyes up to understanding you really have to understand who you are. You have to get so in tune with yourself that nothing can rock you. Now that don't mean that you don't listen, because I always listen to Jordan Peterson. He always say something like, it's good to know what your enemies think of you, because there might be something that you might miss. You know what I mean? Like, not saying enemies, but he's just saying pretty much like, it's good to get a perspective from somebody who maybe don't like you, because they might show you where you weak at, where your walls are short at, where you might not be perceiving. But that go to say is, you got to be so in tune with yourself. You got to know yourself so much where none of that outside noise can really shake you or rock you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, like, you got to stay in purpose. You got to continue to seek truth. You have to, what's the word? You have to set a foundation in truth and understanding and knowledge of truth. Because I just had a conversation, and I put in so much work with myself and been through what I've been through and experienced what I experienced to have these certain perspectives. And understand this, y'all. Everybody's perspective is going to be different. Everybody have a different view. Everybody have a different outlook on life based off of their experiences. You get what I mean? So a lot of people project their experiences or what they learn onto you. And you like, bro, I didn't even live that lifestyle. That's not even what I even do. That's not even what I'm even on. But it just made me really think like, yo, you really have to know who you are. You have to stand on what you believe and stand on who you are as a person, as a man, as a woman, as a human being. And you have to stand on those principles and morals. You know what I mean? No matter what's going on around you, no matter what anybody say to you, because everyone's projecting their own insecurities, their own thought process, their own experiences onto you. And it made me think of a story where I was watching a video of, it was Lamar Jackson. Everybody was telling him that he should be a receiver. And he was like, no, I'm gonna be a quarterback in the NFL. And a lot of people, we go through that all the time, right? We get this feedback from this world, and they're like, oh, you should be doing this, and we change and do that. But we're not doing what we want to do. At the end of the day, you want to do what you want. You want to do what's needed. You want to do what's going to bring you that fulfilling purpose. Everybody got their own time. Everybody got their own timeline. And the biggest thing, the universe is going to teach you. The universe is going to redirect you into what you're supposed to be doing. So I can't, like right now, man, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have no plan. I don't have no true plan, because I have a vision, and I'm working to establish a plan. But right now, I know for me, it's like God got a bigger plan, and there are things that I need to learn before I'm able to stand in that energy and stand in that alignment. You know what I mean? Things that I need to let go before I can actually stand in alignment and be able to sustain the rulership, be able to sustain the certain lifestyle that I want to have. I'm not trying to, my goal is to be able to sustain and have longevity in what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So that's so important. And that's so important to know about who you are, what you stand on, what you believe in, where you get to the point where nothing can shake you. Like Lamar Jackson said, no, I'm gonna be an NFL quarterback. Everybody, but all the noise around him is Lamar Stevens need to be in a wide receiver. That was when he was getting drafted. And a lot of people would take that and be like, damn, should I be a receiver? Because they trying to please everybody. They don't have a vision. When you have a true understanding of what you believe, it's called free will, right? In quantum physics, if y'all go quantum physics, quantum mechanics, quantum information, it all tells you this. right? It says, I'm paraphrasing it, right? Particles are in infinite possibilities until measured upon. So how I interpret that is, there are infinite possibilities out there. Until you still put your focus and attention and your consciousness towards something, it will manifest. But if you got your mind all over the place and you just doing random shit, you going by what everybody else saying and you have no clue who you are, you have no intention or attention, you just focus on nothing, then that's how your life is going to turn out. But if you align yourself with the intention, the consciousness, the intention, attention on what you believe that you're supposed to be doing, it's going to manifest. You got me? And you got to test these things. You got to test them. You got to take action. If you just out here just allowing people to dictate your life just because you want to be accepted, I mean, that might be good for some people, right? But you might get to the point where you like, that's why I feel like a lot of people I feel like I hit a midlife crisis at 27. Because I was people pleasing up until this point. Then I'm realizing like, wait, I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not doing what I need to do to show up as my best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? My energy is leaking. I'm going over here. I'm going over here. Where's my focus? Where's my intention? Where's my focus at? Because people say, oh, Chris, you should look into this. Oh, Chris, you should do this. Oh, Chris, you ain't doing that right. Oh, why you give up on basketball? Why you do this? This is my journey. This is a part of the journey. What you want me to do? I didn't plan this. I didn't have no plan. I wanted to continue to play basketball, right? And that was something we talked about earlier. They're like, yo, Chris, why you give up basketball so early? I'm like, I don't know. At that time, it felt right. It felt like that was it. It didn't feel like it made sense. And it was like, all right, Chris, dang, you should have kept going. I could have, but that's not how that's not what happened. But I got exactly what I needed to get out of basketball. The principles, the understanding, the work ethic, the discipline that it was established in that's worth billions of dollars. That basketball, I was literally saying here yesterday, basketball, I was reading a story on quantum physics, right? This guy, Federal Fagan, he was saying, so I put it in ChatGPT because I was reading it, then I was like, hey, ChatGPT, can you help me summarize it? And ChatGPT pretty much was saying, like, it gave me a basketball analogy. It said, life, I'm paraphrasing, I'm probably chopping it, but he said something about, like, you know how in basketball you sit on the bench, right? You have no understanding or possibilities of what's going to happen. Say if you want to score, but you're on the bench. Until you're able to get in the game, then it starts to create the possibilities of scoring. Now it narrowed it down. Now that you're shooting the ball, you're giving yourself an even greater chance of scoring because you're shooting the ball. You know what I mean? Like you're giving yourself a greater chance of scoring by shooting the ball, but you can't score the ball if you're on the bench. So you might start on the bench, and then you realize, like, wait, how can I score if I'm not in the game? How can I average 20 if I'm not playing? Then, okay, now you get in the game. How can I average 20? Okay, I'm in the game now. All right, cool. There's possibilities of me scoring or not scoring. Now I'm in the game now. But if I'm not shooting the ball, how am I going to know if I'm going to score or not? And I know I'm not really saying that the right way. I wish I should. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up. So I got part of it, right? So in this Federal Fagan's, his paper, right? It was a part where he was talking about take uncertain, courageous actions, right? And it's pretty much saying step into actions where outcomes are uncertain. This is where quantum probability collapses into reality. Example, make the call, apply for the opportunity, risk rejections, test the idea. These moments of unpredictability are where the quantum field responds to your conscious choices. And I was like, hey, ChatGPT, dig deeper. So it says, in quantum physics, a particle exists in many possible states until it's measured or interacted with. So when you interact with it, the wave of possibilities collapse into a definite outcome. So that's your attention. That's what you give your attention to. So it said, now apply this to your life. Your intentions, choices, and actions are like probes into the field of possibilities. Until you act, reality stays open, a cloud of what could happen. So when you act, you collapse those probabilities into something real. So the next part was, what does uncertain, courageous actions mean? It means doing things without knowing exactly why, how they'll turn out. Stepping into situations where multiple outcomes are possible. Acting from your conscious intention, trusting that the field, life, opportunities, people will respond. And this was the basketball analogy that I was saying. It said, so say if you sit on the bench, you never know if you'll score, miss, or shine. If you get on the court and shoot, you collapse the probability. You create actual outcomes. You know what I mean? So you given now, so if you get on the court and shoot, you collapse the probability. So you got more of a probability of scoring because now you taking action, you on the court, you're not sitting on the bench. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean, like, bro, basketball, man, when you look at it like this and put it into like these type of terms, it's taught me so much. It's taught us so much. It's taught sports have the principles and things that we learn from sports, we can apply that to our everyday life, right? It says life works the same way. You can visualize, affirm, and meditate, but until you take the shot, make the call, pitch the idea, talk to the person, you haven't given reality a chance to respond to your inner state. So it said, what are you looking for as a response? You're not looking for a specific controlled result, like I must win every time. You're looking for feedback from reality, how the worlds move when you move. So this feedback teaches you where you're aligned or misaligned, what people, opportunities, or energies resonate with your current consciousness, where you need to refine, strengthen, or shift your focus. So how does this pertain to you and your manifestation process that you're going through now? I know you're doing a lot of meditating, you're doing a lot of visualization, right? So how does this tie to manifestation? So your level of consciousness, which is the foundation, it sets a signal, what you believe, feel, intend, and focus on. But the universe can only respond when you engage. So you engage by acting, you act with courage, move despite uncertainty. Allow the dance between your inner world and the outer world to happen. The response you're looking for is, do my actions return signals, opportunities, synchronicities, or outcomes that reflect the state I'm holding? If yes, keep going. If no, recalibrate your intention and try again. So how do you apply it to your daily life? Set your intention, inner intention, identify one uncertain action, take the action, watch the response. This, I'm not gonna lie, man, the way they put in this, I'm really trying to apply this to my everyday life, because it's almost like you keeping track of everything. You keeping track of your intention, and this is all important, your focus. So when I say I don't have a plan, it's like, almost it's like, this is my plan. Where's my plan is, where's my focus and my attention and what my conscience is, where's all that going? What actions am I taking to be this millionaire, billionaire entrepreneur? You know what I mean? So it's intention, uncertain action, reflect, refine. Intention, uncertain action, intention, action, watch. I like this. Intention, action, reflect, refine. So what you set your intention in the morning, or even at night. I'm calling it financial expansion. Your uncertain action. You don't know what the outcome gonna be, but you taking some sort of action. You're not looking for the outcome. You're detached from the outcome. You're just taking action. Let's apply for a new client, pitch a service, post a bold offer online. Now you watch who responds, what doors open or close, what inner feelings get triggered, and then you refine. Based on the feedback, you adjust how you proceed. This is all important stuff, man. This is all good stuff. This is mixing the mystical with the science. The mystical's always been saying this. They've always been saying that the consciousness has been the foundation, right? The science has been saying it's matter. Matter creates consciousness. Consciousness you get from the brain, but the consciousness is the layer foundation, Man, look, man, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, we don't learn. I mean, of course you can learn from experiences, right? But you got to get unbiased perspectives. You got to get, man, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say no more. You can do it. You can do a daily checklist with yourself. Ask yourself each morning, what inner state am I aligning with today, right? What's my intention today? Write it down, one sentence. It could be one sentence. And then you can identify a one uncertain action that you're going to take today. For me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it P. It be times where I be like, yo, is this girl? I'm gonna say what's up to her. But a lot of times for men, right, we do all this stuff with females, but this all the things we learn from trying to attract a girl, it's so much you can learn from that and apply it to your real life. Like when I was reading through this stuff, I'm like, yo, I do that when I try to attract a woman. It's funny. All right, I'm gonna use that same energy. I'm gonna transmute that same perspective, that same energy into what I want to manifest into my life. Man, listen, I'm just taking this all in. I'm learning, bro. I'm truly, truly learning. It's so much good knowledge, man. It's so much good. But listen, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I appreciate y'all for being here, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Man, share this with your friends and family, man. All y'all former athletes, bro. I want to hear from y'all, man. I really want to hear y'all stories. I want y'all to share y'all stories about how you growing. What's next in your journey? I want to hear these things because, like I said, I need help too. I want to create the community, a space where we're able to share these things. And there got to be a place where we can trust each other. Because I ain't just going to be bringing everybody in here and they're going to be exploiting people. You know what I'm saying? If we want to share something personal, I ain't trying to do all that. I'm trying to create a space where we can trust each other and it's going to stay in this space. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for being here. Man, listen, we day 52. Day 52, man. We keep going. We keep pushing. Tomorrow, I'm going to go run in the morning. I'm probably going to bring the camera for that. I don't know. It's going to be a long run. I don't know if I can hold the camera that long. I ain't trying to hold the camera that long. How these runners be doing it? I know they don't hold their camera the whole time. Oh, they probably do it off their phone. But listen, man, I'm going to let y'all go, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.